Hello! Today I am at Haven Holiday Park in Skegness. I'm here in November. The weather is not all that great, but I found a moment where it's not raining to show you around the site. I guess it's as expected in November, a bit of a different time to come to a holiday park, but it's nice to see a different side of it where it's not all the hustle and bustle of the summer holidays. So I'm going to take this time now to just show you around the holiday park. Let's go and have a look. So I'm going to start out here in the lakeside area where there's some of the gold caravans, and we were very lucky this time to get one of these vans. Here's a little lake. I think it's still under development. There's a few trees that look like they've only just been put in, and the lake's still looking a bit small. And there are other signs of development still happening. I'll show you those in a moment. So we are staying here on a weekend in November, and we've booked a gold caravan, and we think we may have got a sneaky upgrade because we ended up next to that lake and we did not book a signature van. But the lake is not quite as nice as this other lake I'm going to show you here. So these are all the gold caravans around here. And as you can see, this lake is a little bit more impressive than the one that we are next to. There's a little bit more in this one. But there's signs of development around here as well. There's some caravans dotted around the back there that have got for sale signs on them. Lots of adverts around the site for caravans for sale. They don't have any decking attached to them either, and I'm wondering, if you look at these ones that have all got decking, the ones over there don't. I'm wondering if that's something that they're going to be adding to those vans once they're sold, or if maybe the person who buys them has to do that themselves. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, I'm just going to show you this back here because I think there's more signs of development back here. So we'll just have a wander around the back here. So there's a big field here, and this area is all fenced off. And there's some diggers out, and it looks like they're going to be developing the area further. They've got quite a lot of land to stick a load more vans in, so it'd be interesting to see what happens there. Might have to come back sometime and check that out. And I feel like the vans that are over here look very new, or these ones just up ahead on the left there. So yeah, I'm wondering if this is quite recent. Do let me know in the comments if you've been here and you know what's happening here, or if you've been before this development, and let me know how things have changed. This is my first time at the Skegness Haven. I've been to a few of the others, but yeah, this is the first time at this one. I'm just going to show you these vans here, and then we'll go and check out the main area with all the entertainment and so on. So yeah, these ones, if you just go to here, they just look like they're all quite new, don't they? And they're all sort of in rows all the same. So I think there's been quite a lot of development there. And we'll just head around a bit and see a few more of the vans. It is looking a bit dull. I would love to show you around. Oh, I'm just going to show you this. Pitch for sale. Not seen one of these signs on site before. Speak to the caravan sales team for more information. Okay. So if you're buying a pitch, is that because you've already purchased the caravan, then you have to purchase the pitch as well? Might have to look further into that. Yeah, what I was saying was, I think it'd be a lot better to show you around in the sunshine, because I think this site would be a lot more beautiful in the sunshine, but unfortunately I don't have that choice because we're in November and we're not getting much sun. But hopefully this little video will just give you an idea of what the site looks like, and if you're interested in coming, maybe come back in the summertime. We're in November, so none of the Christmassy stuff has started at Haven yet, and they have a little bit of time. I think we're in the last week where the sites are open, and then some of them shut for the whole of the winter, and some of them open up again for the Christmas period, and then they shut until around March. So I think we're in like the patch just before they're going to close, before they open up a few select sites for Christmas. If you're interested in seeing what it's like in Haven at Christmas, I was in a caravan last Christmas, and there's a video on that, so please look out for that one. It's lovely to compare what it's like in the summer versus what it's like in the Christmas time, and they do really put a lot of effort into decorating the place and making it look all nice for Christmas with lights and things. So yeah, worth a visit really at that time. Right, I'm just going to skirt back around now and head into the centre so I can show you some of the entertainment. The rain's starting to come down a bit now, unfortunately, so yeah, we're getting it's getting a bit blustery. We are quite close to the sea after all. Yeah, what I forgot to say was that the bit where we were around the lakes is called Snipedales, and there's quite a lot of development happening. But yeah, if you're looking for the names of the areas, that's the first one that I've passed through. We're just coming out of it now. So yeah, Snipedales, that's where you'll find all those gold caravans around the lake area. We've just come out of Snipedales and we're now in Rigsby Wood. I think most of the caravans in this area are silver ones, where you get the little bit decking at the front but you don't get the wraparound. Although I can see one just ahead on the right there that's got a wraparound. That might be a privately owned one though. Just going to cut through this little walkway that gets us to the main part of the holiday park with all the entertainment and things. This is an interesting van here on the right. I think that one's privately owned as well. And then on the left here, it's a bit of an issue. We've got some decking down. I don't know if that one's being removed. Looks a bit old. There's a poster here just explaining what I said about the Snipedales and there being a brand new development there. So I think that's the area that we're in, where they're just developing that a bit further. There are some posters on the wall here explaining all the activities you can do, but a lot of that is closed at this time of the year. Swimming pool is in there. I think that is just open to people who own caravans because there's not many people around. I don't think we were able to book anything like that in November, but when they're open you can do go-karting, just over here. And then there's the bungee jump activity here. There's a few restaurants around here. So we've got swimming pools just there, the iconic Haven deck chair. There's one of these at all of the sites, I think, or certainly have been at all the ones that I've been to, and a lot of people like to take the photo on that. Swimming pool there, the Richmond Arms, which is where you can go and get some pub grub. There is a Burger King. Along here you've got all the restaurants, Burger King, Papa John's and Cook's Fish and Chips along on the right. And then this area is a bit more beach themed, but obviously in November in the drizzle it's not really open and there's not much going on. But we've got seaside treats. We've got the box bar here, selling all different kinds of drinks. And then here there is an entertainment area, and there is a stage, and they've got these beach huts, which I've seen at other haven sites as kind of a similar theme in the decor. And then there's these seats for sitting out when the weather's a bit better. You can see it's a bit damp underfoot tonight. There's the main entertainment area with the arcades. And the arcades are still open at the moment. Cooks, fish and chips. There's a little area which I find interesting over here, which they have at most of the haven sites, which is a little area for exercising your dog. So if you've got a dog, you can certainly bring them to Haven. And I've noticed also on the booking system that they have changed it so that you have to request either a pet-friendly or a non-friendly caravan. And the prices are slightly different, and I guess they don't have the carpet and things in the ones that are pet-friendly. So yeah, it's quite interesting they've got that option now. And then around here we've got the caravan sales, and you can have a little look inside the caravan sales. I think there's one open here on the left at the moment. Nisa local, or is it called Nicer? Nicer or Nisa, I'm not sure, let me know if you know. And that's just for if you've forgotten anything, really useful to have. Just next to that is the laundrette. Never used it at Haven, but obviously useful if you need it or if you're here for a little bit longer. And then just up here is the reception area, which you don't tend to need unless you've got any issues, because you just arrive and your key is already in the van, so you don't need to really go into there. And then there is the entrance to the site. I wasn't able to film the other park that I mentioned earlier on because there were some children playing in it, but there's another park that I've just found around the back here. The swimming pool is behind me, but just in this area here, this is where the Richmond Arms is, which we passed a moment ago. And there's all this seating here, and then there's that little play park that I've just shown you. So yeah, and then if you come around here, you end up back at the area where the big deck chair is. So it's a nice little area. I can imagine people sitting out there and enjoying it in the sunshine in the warmer months. So that's about it for Haven Holiday Park here in Skegness. I'm heading back now to the caravan. I hope you've enjoyed this short tour. If you're interested in seeing any of the other Haven sites, and I've been to quite a few of them now, and have a look out for those on my channel. Thanks for watching this one. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.